One LeBron James and Jerry Jones. All right. I mean, what the funny thing about this is that they tried to do the same thing to LeBron James that they did to Colin Kaepernick. They tried to literally hijack what the person said and act like he didn't say it. This shows you how powerful media is. This shows you what Kanye West, to be referencing Kanye West at this point. I know, I get it. But it shows you what Kanye West said earlier this fall, that is true. Like, people that really, really like, I hate to say own media, but people that own media can really control a narrative if they would like. All right. Just to give you some background. Jerry Jones took a picture when he was 14 at an Arkansas high school as it was being desegregated. Now, everybody around him was thought to be kind of like mobbish. I'll say mobbish. Around these black students that were being desegregated and going into this high school. Jerry Jones is saying, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm paraphrasing people. Well, regardless of the fact, and if you want to know what I think about that, just make sure you go and download last week's show of the Surround Sound podcast. Well, to stay on track and specific to LeBron James. LeBron asks the media. He literally asked the media this. And they tried to change the dude's words. LeBron says, okay, so y'all asked me about Kyrie Irving a couple of weeks ago. Why y'all didn't ask me about this Jerry Jones situation? And it makes a lot of sense. Because part of the reason that they asked LeBron about Kyrie, yes, they were teammates in Cleveland. Yes, Kyrie has been linked to a proposed trade to go to Los Angeles. This is true. But let us not forget the take that LeBron James has took in regards to African American injustice in the United States. Now, a lot of people, the first thing they want to say is where LeBron James at when it comes to Nike and Asian countries. I get it. I don't know. Another story for another day, to be honest, because he in America, and the people that he specifically looks like in America are what is closest to him. Anyway, the fact that they did not ask him the fact that he asked that question is very important. What's more important is the fact that they literally tried to manipulate and change it as if he was going against Jerry Jones. Now, with that being said, of course, by me saying that, I'm not saying that he thinks that what Jerry Jones did or the picture is something good. No. What I'm trying to make clear here is that LeBron James was really pointing or really trying to hold the media to the fire here. Why didn't you ask that question? It has to do with black people. Check. It has to do with someone that is been known to have been close to me and invited me to Cowboys games. Someone that I know personally. Check. But you didn't ask me about that, but you asked me about Kyrie. There's an underlying theme there that is it's very interesting. It's very, very, very interesting. And the reason that I liken it to Colin Kaepernick is because the media hijacked that whole situation. The reason that Colin Kaepernick knelt is because when he spoke with a person that was actually a serviceman in the armed forces, said, no, Colin, you should not sit down. Because that's what Colin wanted to do at first. You should not sit down. You should kneel. Next thing you know, it's unpatriotic to kneel when someone that literally puts their life on the line for the country said to kneel. Whew. Speaking of tough fights, it means it's time for the one mo, and the one mo usually comes from the political front. Most time it's solely from President Biden. Uncle Joe, Stimmy, 46, as people are calling him. All right, momentous occasion. And this comes courtesy of the LA Times. House Democrats tapped Representative Hakeem Jeffries, Democrat from New York, on this past week to lead them into the next Congress. The historic selection of Jeffries as the incoming minority leader means he will replace Representative James E. Clyburn of South Carolina in January as the highest ranking African American in the House and become the first black lawmaker to lead either party in the chamber. Jeffries will be joined in the top tier of the Democratic leadership by Representative Catherine Clark of Massachusetts as minority whip and California's Representative Pete Aguilar of Redlands as House Democratic Caucus chair. Another Californian Representative Ted Lieu of Torrance won a contested race for caucus vice chair. Big shouts out to Hakeem Jeffries, Democrat of New York, for getting this much lauded position. For everyone, we'll be right back with the Surround Sound podcast and more. What we got up next? This double play. Finesse 2 times.